Welcome to Sith Talkers, a Star Wars podcast. I'm your host, Mike. Ferrando, joined by my special What If guest host, Robbie Kenobi. Discussing, debating a variety of Star Wars topics. Welcome to episode 67, July. What if Star Wars scenario?
Have you ever thought about taking singing lessons? You have the good pitch of an all-star.
Really quickly, Robbie Kenobi. It's funny that you say that. Years ago, I've been in several bands, rock bands, since I was 16 years old, and I've never taken singing lessons, but I have done vocal exercises with a set of discs, CDs. I know no one knows what those are anymore. But,
Bobby Brown CDs?
What?
You know who Bobby Brown is?
Oh my goodness. Called Vocal Power. And it was Vocal Power. You'll be singing better with every hour of Vocal Power. So I used to be in a 90s cover band years and years ago, and I was the lead singer. And man, we knew how to play and like about 100 songs. And I used to do vocal exercises with these CDs, and you know, it was
Sounds like a goat that got hit with a baseball bat. Man.
Why, oh, why?
Is that like music class where it was like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do?
And that's all it is, and you keep going octaves up until you can't go up anymore, then you come down to your lowest octave, and then you just go back up. It's just literally vocal exercises.
Well, sing me a hit from the 90s, damn it.
What do you want? I mean, I can sing.
What'd you cover?
Nirvana, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stone Temple Pilots.
Give me some Red Hot Chili Peppers.
So the song we did, my friends were so depressed. We did that one. My friends.
The places of heaven.
Yeah, that was the Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
I want to see people cover like some old school songs.
Well, I mean, what's old school, dude? I mean, that is old school now.
Not
like 90s music.
I'm talking like freaking acapella shit.
Oh, do-wop, shoo-wop, shoo-wop, do-wop, oh, shoo-wop.
No, you gotta start with, you do the high, I'll do the low. You do the high and I'll do the low. Ready? Let's do Temptations. Ready?
Talk like a man, talk like a man.
I don't know that one. I've never seen Hamilton.
Because there's always, right? There's always that one guy.
We got to do Temptations. Let's do Temptations. Ready?
Temptations.
I got sunshine
on a cloudy day. Ba 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 ba.
When it's cold outside. It's like Boys to Men.
Oh, it's like the month of May. Man, you're getting me into bum 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 bum. Feels like Sunday morning. Da da. Woo! Right?
And this is what happens if you try and give music lessons when you're tone deaf.
All right. Anyways.
When do I come in? I don't know. Oh my God. Just bring back the Cantina Band. I want to know what happened to this guy. That just sounds like you're That just sounds like you're sexually abusing a monkey. That's the sound I make when I'm cooking something in the microwave. I'm like dancing in the kitchen and shit.
Right. And then, because you're right, you got to have, all the different, you got to have the high pitch and the low. The low, how low can you go? How low can you go?
There was always some guy that was really good at limbo. That's a skill that I feel like people shouldn't be good at, but there's always that one guy that goes, I could fuck up a limbo game. You're like, excuse me? And the guy's like, how low can I go? And he's down on like his toes and his fingertips and he's crawling over the thing. And you're just like, wow, you got some skills that nobody ever cares about unless we're on a cruise. Thanks. Dude, best what if scenario, okay? Imagine, instead of being on like the Millennium Falcon and stuff, it was a giant cruise. So all these people got a getaway to fly around the galaxy on a cruise ship. You see Darth Vader playing shuffleboard, the fucking Emperor's at the buffet line taking Tums before he goes in for a meal.
He got Java juice at the bar.
Yeah, right? You know, if the Emperor was like in real life, like if he was like in right now times, he would have a Boston accent.
Oh, there you go. Boston, like the car. Like I got the clam chowder. Like I got Vader. You know, he's always eating,
on rye.
He's always in his car. You know,
or if you're from Chicago, I'm over here from Chicago. It's like, where's the R?
Yeah, now, Sith Talkers, if you don't know, Lando, if you're new around here, Lando is originally from Massachusetts. I don't really have my Boston accent. I really didn't live near Boston. I lived South Mass. I lived actually closer to Connecticut. I lived near Springfield, Mass, home of the Basketball Hall of Fame. So there you go, a little fact about Springfield, Mass, where I was born. But I lived in a small city outside of Springfield called Indian Orchard. So go check out my house. I still remember my address, 70 Oak Street, Indian Orchard, Mass, 01151. There you go.
There's somebody living in that house right now that's like, why are all these people coming up to my house?
It's crazy. I still remember my childhood address. So
I can remember every single one of my addresses.
Can you?
Yes.
That's impressive.
I can walk you through every single one of my childhood homes, and I've lived in about 20. So
wow. I wonder, Anakin. I bet he remembers his address: 1234 Sand.
I bet all that he remembers is how bad it must have felt when he got both of his legs and limbs sliced off by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That was 456 Lava Lane.
Yeah. Merrily, giantly floating down a frozen, or what is it, flamed up rock down the freaking lava river.
All right, Sith Talkers. So, really quickly, here at the beginning, thank you so much for joining us this week on episode 67 for our What If Scenarios with, as always, my special guest host, Robbie Kenobi. If you like us and you like my smiling face, smile, Robbie.
No, I don't smile. This is one thing you'll never know about.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, thumbs down. Check us out. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Sticher, all your podcast platforms out there. Follow us on all the social media platforms out there. On Instagram, on the Twitter, on Facebook. Or shoot us an email, siftalkers@gmail.com. And check out Robbie Kenobi on Out of the Blank Podcast. YouTube, podcast, everything. Out of the Blank for Robbie Kenobi.
We get to the what ifs. This is what I'm here for.
So, really quickly, before we get into the main topic today, there was a big announcement. You can say it's probably the biggest announcement in Star Wars, lately, because Star Wars has been kind of, it's been kind of on the DL. But, before the announcement, Dick Tom Lando, Dick Tom Lando, Dick Tom Lando, Dick Tom Lando. Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got the bigger dick? Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got the biggest dick? Dick Tom. Talkers, you know what time it is and how we start off the podcast. It's now time for a Dick Time with Lando. Star Wars character versus Star Wars character. Who has?
You just mentioned that you open up your show talking about dicks. I love it. I'm hooked.
That's how we
You
do
know
things
how we
around here.
start off the show.
That's how we do things around here. Sith Talkers. All right. So, we're going to have a special edition this week, and it's going to be outside of the Star Wars universe, but that's okay. And this will tie into my first topic before we get into the main topic after we do Dick Time. We're going to do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Turtle power. Woo! All right, so there you go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Leonardo versus Donatello versus Michelangelo versus Raphael.
Donatello, checkmate, game one.
Wait a minute.
Donatello is one of my favorite Ninja Turtles, and I also have two very strong points to add on this. One, he's the really smart guy, kind of a little bit shy, obviously has the big wang. And second, what's his weapon of choice? It's a fucking pole.
Okay, so I'm going to pick my favorite, which was Leonardo growing up as a child. He was my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Because he represents a leader, and he's all mystical and wise. And we all know Lando likes being mystical and wise with his dick time information.
Hold on. What kind of weapon does Leonardo have? Huh?
Kunais.
Huh?
That's Raphael.
Huh? What kind of weapon does he have? Oh, he's got a sword? So guess what he does to fucking Donatello? Choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop to his fucking staff. And then he's got a little stub. Donnie's got a little stub. And Leonardo's got a fucking shing.
This isn't a battle of blades. This is a battle of dicks.
At the end,
if you notice that
he cuts down his staff, and he's got the biggest dick.
They're not even all the same turtle. You're comparing four different turtles. And I'm not talking about personality traits. They're all different specific turtles.
Yeah, he's the smart guy, right? Donatello's
the only one that's different. He's taller than all the rest. He's like a foot taller than all the other ones. Mikey's the shortest. Leonardo's in the middle. Raphael's a little bit taller than Michael. Or not Michael, a little bit taller than Leonardo. Donatello is the tallest. If you look in the commercials, the trailers and everything, he's like a foot and a half taller than everybody. So obviously he has the bigger wang. What are you talking about? No. And he's a darker shade. How are you even going to contest me on this?
Oh, God. No, I will not bow down. I will not bow down to Robbie, one Kenobi. Leonardo has the biggest dick.
I won't agree with you on this one, but I think we both can agree that the smallest dick goes to Raphael, only because he's so angry
he's got
the
time. The size, and yeah, he's fucking pissed off all the time. All right, well, we'll do a little reversal here on Dick Time. First time ever, Raphael has the smallest dick, and we both agree.
Yep.
Do.
A little bit of twist on today's event.
Yeah, I like it. All right. So this has been a special Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got the bigger dick? Or who's got the smallest dick? Who's got the smallest dick? Raphael's got the smallest dick. Raphael, he's compensated his tiny dick with his pissed off attitude. He's got the smallest dick of them all. Dick, smallest dick. He's always pissed off. He's always pissed off. All right. I like the twist. Smallest dick, not the biggest dick this week. Raphael. All right. So, Sith Talkers, what do you think? Let me know. Comments below. Who has the biggest dick? Is it Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, or who has the smallest dick? Right?
John Lennon.
Oh boy. All right, Sith Talkers. So really quickly, before we get into the main topic, there is a small topic I just wanted to talk about because I have to. It just got announced this week that the Bad Batch from the Clone Wars is getting its own animated show series on Disney Plus, which is amazing. Robbie One Kenobi. Do you know the Bad Batch?
No, I don't. It sounds like a bunch of misfit Star Wars characters that weren't good enough to get put in a movie, put into their own thing.
Well, no, I mean, they were in the Clone Wars, and they are mutated clones from the Clone Wars, except they all have, like, special features. Okay, so.
Like, one has one arm, one can't stop drooling, the other one. Is it, like, mentally challenged versions of Stormtroopers?
No. So, you got Hunter, and he's got, like, a red bandana like Rambo. He's kind of like your leader type. Like he's like fucking Rambo. Like he's just your fucking badass dude. And then there's Crosshair. He's deadly with a sniper. And then you have Tech, Donatello. He's the brains and the gadget guy.
That actually sounds like a really good watch.
And then you have Wrecker, who's the biggest guy, who's like he's kind of like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, but I like to compare him to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because Tech is like Donatello. You could say Crosshair, like Hunter's like Leonardo, like the leader, and Wrecker's like Michelangelo, and then that would leave Crosshair as Raphael, I guess. But yeah,
Raphael would be Wrecker because he's the big brute one.
Yeah, you're right, but. That means Crosshair would be Michelangelo. Michelangelo is like, cowabunga, dude, so.
Yeah, but he has nunchucks, so he's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he is pretty accurate, those nunchucks. So the Bad Batch are going to have their own show on Disney Plus, and I think it would be cool because those characters, like I said, they're like mutated clones, and they all have like special characteristics to them. So
they should do a whole movie on all the clones that get tossed aside.
You mean like, like Timmy, clone, who he's just like shitting his pants and just like, I don't know if I could do this, Tony. And then
that's the two full intelligible sentence for Timmy. Timmy can't do that.
Yeah, where's
Timmy
our movie for Timmy and Tony? And
I'm waiting on the inside the music with the freaking Cantina band. That is seriously needs to be put in promotion. That is an idea that was made of pure gold.
5 Cantina members went into the bar that night, and only 4 came out.
But they sold their soul for music.
No, I do have a problem with one of the Clone Wars thing that I saw recently, the cartoon, for instance.
Yeah, what?
They brought back fucking Darth Maul.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, if you watch the earlier Clone Wars series, you saw how he came back.
First of all, Star Wars has some major plot lines. Mostly anytime that anybody's over a giant like platform that goes sunk into oblivion or some reactor chamber, somebody's dying. But for instance, Qui-Gon Jinn got killed and Darth Maul got sliced in half. But then they bring back Darth Maul in the Clone Wars cartoon and his lower half is robotic. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
My hero died. That guy's dead.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan didn't know how to do the Force healing. Or do you even know about the Force healing?
No, I honestly think the Force is a load of shit because it seems like they just add in a bunch of details to everything.
So you would probably be very pissed if you saw the newest movie. So the Rise of Skywalker,
and
Rey,
I haven't watched them for a specific reason. It's fairy tales.
Hold on a second, because
it's like they finished the book and then some dude just keeps adding a freaking page to the ending of it. I'm like, just let it go.
So Robbie, hear me out. So Qui-Gon gets run, because you've seen that. Qui-Gon gets run through, and Obi-Wan, Master, train the boy. Right? Okay. So you watch.
Why did you make that scene a lot more emotional than it was? It was more like. He didn't touch his face and fall down a pit. He just fell down a pit, and they're like, you killed my master type thing. You made that really sappy and cheesy, and I hate you for it.
All right, so the Rise of Skywalker, Rey runs through Kylo. Same thing, all the way through. All the way through. Right after it, though, she kneels down, Force heals him, and the wound's gone.
Why didn't they do that with Han Solo?
Because
he fell down a giant.
He fucking fell.
Exactly. That shows you every time one of those things is involved, you stay the fuck away. If I was Han Solo and they said to me, "Hey, we're going to this thing that has this giant reactor chamber," I'd be like, "I'm good. I'm going to pass on this trip because usually somebody dies."
Let's go take a walk down a long, narrow bridge with no railings. No railings.
Who was the guy that made the blueprint for that? Was like, well, the railings would make it more look, I guess, unaesthetic in a way.
Yeah,
it wouldn't look so good. Yeah, we don't need the railings. So we didn't have enough in the budget for railings. All right, you telling me we couldn't cut down on the trash compactor and maybe just, added a couple railings here and there? What's it, like an extra $50 for safety?
They don't care about safety.
We're evil, not cautious.
Fucking the New Order, a bunch of dicks. They don't care about your
telling
safety.
Me on my ship, we don't have any railings. So if
no
somebody
railings.
falls off that balcony, what are we gonna do? Do they just sign a liability?
Take Han Solo and all that. So you're just a regular new order.
Another character
you're just,
added to the team.
Yeah, you're just
Jim. Hold on. I'm gonna lose this. Another character added to the team. Jim.
No, Jimmy was last time. Jimmy was Anakin's twin brother.
Call him Bill. Okay.
All right, so Bill.
He's Bill, the freaking healthcare insurance provider. And he's sitting on the ship like, did you fall off a 30-story balcony and hit the ground? Well, let me tell you, call Bill. I can get your claims now.
And that's what I'm saying. And then you got Paul, who it's his first day on the planet, right? Because it's the planet. The whole planet is a fucking Death Star. And
oh my God, dude, this is perfect. Bill is the guy that comes in and makes sure everything's up to code.
Well, no, hear me out. But this is what I'm saying. Like Paul, it's his first day. He joins the New Order. He just graduated. He's so excited. And, he's being shown around. And he was just like, well, we just got to walk across this really skinny bridge just to get over to the break room. All right, everybody follow me. And then all of a sudden, clumsy Paul. Ah!
And it says days since last incident. And it just goes back down to 0.
There's the sign. There's a sign.
You notice that all of your really long walkways have no railings and they're above like a drop that is not, and nobody's going to survive.
No, the guy who's doing the tour, right? He just goes.
See, it was either that or we got a stereo for the break room. So we decided to go with the stereo to the break room. You didn't think safety was this big of an issue? I don't think I can let you launch the Death Star.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
pass its regulation.
Like Adrian, the guy who leads the tour with all the new recruits, gets to the break room, is just like, head count. 1, 2. I thought we had 8. There's only 7. Yep, change the board.
And who gets blamed out of all that if somebody slips off the thing? Is that like a whole entire, is that the janitorial staff? Like some dude's mopping and everybody's like trying to walk on the thing and they're slipping off the sides? You killed 500 of our own troops. I didn't know I put the caution sign down, but everybody kept walking. It says slippery when wet.
Now that we've made it to the break area, you are going to watch a video on safety of this facility.
Welcome to the Death Star. We don't have any fucking railings. So if you fall, you're dead.
It's called StarKiller Base, right? So you haven't seen the new movie. So the new one is called StarKiller Base. The entire planet is like a basically big Death Star. It destroys several planets at the same time instead of just one planet.
Why is it the only safety we have is with the people that clean our windows? They're bungeed into something, but there's no fucking railings to stop us from falling off. You got the glass cleaners more safetied up than the actual soldiers.
now that I'm thinking about it, like even in Empire Strikes Back, the original trilogy, like Vader's walking and all like the workers are like down in this like hole.
How
like,
come in
right?
any of these movies you don't see anything splattered on the glass? Like it's just clear 24/7. Like, are you telling me they didn't?
Yeah,
hit
there's no
anything in
bugs.
space?
Yeah, there's no bugs or nothing in space for.
No, you know how many movies I've seen where someone gets airlocked out of a window? Like you're telling me you don't just accidentally, hey, there's Bill from season 3. It's like, oh shit.
Could you imagine that being like the best prank ever? It'd be like, hey, Johnny, just see what's in that room right there. No, just right there. Vroom. See ya, Johnny. Suck him out into space.
This is where we go and settle disputes. I meet you at the airlock at 2:30. Okay, I'm here. Flies right out the window.
That's awesome. Right, do you think they have like a court system on the Death Star to punish people who do pranks to other people?
I feel like if you're on something called the Death Star, you probably don't have a prank mentality. That's like a really rough gig. Like, where are you going to be stationed? I'm stationed at the Death Star. You're either going to die or you're probably going to die.
No, like can you imagine? I mean, come on. You got all those dudes on there, like, and
Bro,
you're going to have people that prank each other, right?
Movie scene. Imagine the Titanic, but it's the Death Star. You know you're going on a ship knowing that you're going to die.
Yeah. I mean, it's called
and
the
then
Death
it's split
Star.
up into different classes. You got the high class and you got the low class. You got the workers.
Anthony, you're not allowed on deck level C. No, get back down there.
And if you try to get on that deck, the door just shuts on you and kills you. Like those giant doors that like open up when you walk up to it. It's like the automatic ones.
Yeah.
A lot of times I've been up to an automatic door and it doesn't open. I just go head first right into the door. You're telling me one person didn't die on the Death Star from one of those things malfunctioning and closing on somebody? That thing's like 100 tons or something shutting on somebody.
Hey, if we're talking anything today, safety measures with the Empire. Death Star, StarKiller base. Well, yeah, what happens when safety
lightsabers in general are fucking... Imagine if one of those goes off in your pocket. You freaking solder off your leg.
It's gone.
It's like sitting on your keys when you get into the car. It's like, oh, fuck. Hop in your X-Fighter, sit on your gun, blaster goes off.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're cleaning your blaster and pew, 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 pew.
Like, how many times did Han Solo, he was rushing and sit down in his chair and his blaster didn't go off once? Are you kidding me? Like, he sits, you just hear a pew, and you're just like, are you okay? He's like, somebody take me to the hospital. Like, people fell into a trash compactor, and then they almost got crushed to death. Where's the safety guy? Bill the safety man. He comes in with his ruler, measures it out, make sure everyone's social distancing.
He was on vacation that day.
Yeah, they take a trip without Bill. Hurry up, ditch him, leave him. He's going to be all about safety and protecting our own lives with mandated codes and regulations.
You know you're always going to have that one guy, right?
We need that one guy. He's the smart one of the group.
He's like, Johnny, let's throw him down the trash compactor. Come on, guys. Should we really be doing this?
Why don't we just shoot them and make it an effective kill so at least we know they're dead? Like, why does every bad guy give them the opportunity?
Exactly. So let's take in, for instance, I'm glad we kind of went down this rabbit hole. You know, we got, you know, you've seen all the Batman movies. We got Bane in the last one. Batman, I'm going to leave you.
Sounds like Bane in like a wind tunnel.
In this hole,
Bane's like this.
Get out.
Bane goes,
you might have been born in the darkness, but I was crafted and created in its madness.
But he just leaves him in the hole. And come on! Like, of course he's going to get out. He's fucking
I just
Batman.
want to see if I was an evil person, I would just shoot him right in front of me and I'd watch them die. I wouldn't
No speech.
I'm going to back away from this room slowly and wait for you to escape. It's like, why don't you just shoot him in the head? It's like, well, I don't want to do it that way. I want him to die slowly. It's like, but they're going to escape.
It doesn't have to be dramatic. You got your enemy in front of you. Bam! They're dead on the floor. And then you do your dramatic speech.
Do it quick like chiropractics where they go 1, 2, and they snap your neck right then.
Yeah, get your enemy. I'm going to do this on 3. 1, 2, and then they're on the floor, and then you're like, I know you can't hear me, but my plan is this.
If you were a Jedi, like if you had the Force powers, could you snap somebody's neck that way?
Yes, right? Because they have like Force push. So I'm taking it, you would be able to use the Force to, right?
Or like squeeze somebody's head in.
That'd be more of a Sith thing. Ooh, see, you're opening up a big like rabbit hole with this, because why didn't, when Darth Vader was fighting Obi-Wan, he just snap his neck, or anybody for that matter.
He was fighting his master, so he wanted it to last longer. It's like when you have a really good candy and you just want to keep sucking on it.
Yeah. But I mean, once again, you go into the thing is, how come they don't use their Force powers more to help them more?
That's not an important question. How come there's no fucking railings on the Death Star? That is so important. Like, honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to look at Star Wars the same again. I'm like, but there were railings. Like, obviously, Darth Vader threw Chancellor Palpatine over the thing, but for a lot of them, there wasn't. There was giant gaps. Like, we only had enough in the budget to cover 1/4 of the fucking walkway. Like, what?
Yeah, so in episode 4, when Obi-Wan's disabling the tractor beam, there's no rails around that either. You're right.
I just want to know the one guy that's like, I'm afraid of heights, so I'm just going to stay over here. I'm going to stay in the hangar where there's like, I'm on flat land. I don't have to go above any sketchy ass walkway that was like hovering over nothing. How is it even holding there? How is it connected? I don't know.
This is why I love it. I love having you on the podcast. Like, we've been talking about safety.
Safety's got to be important. It's got to be fun. When you were a kid, you wore a bike helmet before you got on a skateboard.
Oh, there was no fucking helmets when I was a kid. No, there wasn't none of that bullshit.
I had a helmet for every day of the week.
No helmets for Lando over here. I was a child in the 80s when they didn't they didn't do it. You rode your fucking bike, your skateboard.
What happened when you scraped yourself?
You scraped yourself.
You got a Band-Aid.
You scraped yourself. That's it.
You got a Band-Aid, didn't you?
Maybe. Like, you just dealt with it. You let it scab
Somebody put burning peroxide onto your skin, and they got then a Band-Aid on top of it.
That's it. Literally, there's no Neosporin.
Where's Bill with the Neosporin? You have a hole in your chest. Yeah. What can we do to fix me, Doc?
You got big. Oh my gosh.
You have a burning hole in your chest. Yeah, I'm burning for you, sir. No, it's like, no, you literally have a giant blaster-sized hole through your chest, Stormtrooper. I can't fix you. What do you mean? Am I going to die? Well, yeah, think you died this way in a more manly way than just slipping off a fucking balcony because we have no railings. If we were going to build this, it's going to cost $85 million. But it's not going to have railings.
No rails.
For $85 million, we're not getting railings? No railings
at all. Could you imagine, like I said, speaking of pranks, just being that other dick stormtrooper and be like, and you're just walking along, you're holding your blaster, and maybe you're not paying attention, and you're just like, ha, you kidder. And you accidentally push him off.
Even like the Death Star, for instance. Hold on, for the Death Star, for instance, it's a lot like middle school. Imagine there's just a kid you don't like, you shoulder check them and they fly off the fucking thing. You ever play that pushing game with somebody where you push them and like somebody pushes a little too hard? Imagine the guy that survives that long ass fall and he comes in, he's in a wheelchair with a whistle, like the thing you blow into.
Nobody can.
What happened to you?
Fall.
He's got to talk with his eyes and shit. He's wearing a helmet so it all gets mixed up.
No. I'm telling you, because I've been watching Hamilton. I watched it a few weeks ago, but I've been listening to the music, and I've watched documentaries on it. I absolutely love Hamilton, the Broadway show that they put on Disney Plus. So think of it in this terms. Back in the 1800s, they would challenge people to duels, right? Because that's how they hashed out their differences, right? You know, duel with the guns on the Death Star. You duel on the bridge, right? And you charge each other. And then whoever goes overboard, that's it. I challenge you to the duel of the bridge.
I challenge you to create a railing that looks appealing to the people. I would just be the guy that signs up like, you guys don't have railings on your... Like, you know how many people are probably just standing there, like, talking and just want to lean their arm onto something? Like, lean on the railing and just slip right off?
That's what I'm saying. How many accidents have happened? And all you need was a railing. That's it. That's it.
I still blame, like, John, who cleans the walkway, and he forgets to put out the slippery when wet.
He mops. He's mopping the...
All right, troops to battle. Half the army just falls off the thing. Jesus.
No. It's dinner's been served. Fuck this. That's all it takes. Little food.
And imagine you have someone like Jabba the Hutt's like a slug that just goes across the thing, everybody's slipping on his pathway, falling into the thing. Where'd all my troops go? Well, you see, you're a disgusting blob, and you left the slime trail, and then all your troops just slipped off because we don't have any fucking railings.
So that's how you could survive, right? If 50 of them fell off, and you're the guy, one of the last guys, you just fall on top of everybody else.
That's like dumb thinking right there. That is the dumbest thinking. That's like if you're skydiving, your parachute doesn't go off. You think you can pull your instructor in front of you, and then his bones would break first. You're both getting crushed into powder, and it's not happening.
Talking like 50 people.
Luke is the only one that survived the fall.
Yeah, dude, he fucking jumped. He like jumped his own free will and just slid. Just slid in a like tunnel.
So if it's intentional, you live. That makes perfect sense.
Depends on what's down at the bottom, right? We don't know.
He was hanging on to like part of an HBO cable antenna or something. That's what I always thought it was.
That's when he the thing opened up and...
I could picture Palpatine like trying to watch TV, like the Muppets or something, and freaking the cable goes out. What the hell? And it's Luke Skywalker stepping on the TV antenna.
It's Luke hanging off of the antenna.
I can't watch my stories. That's why he's so angry all the time.
All right. Might as well, let's go right into it. Let's do Who Does It Better? All right, Sith Talkers. So, who does it better? This week, where Lando and Robbie One Kenobi, we will face off, we will do an impression, and you tell us who does it better. All right, so, you are my guest. I will let you pick who we do this week, and we will face off. So, who we doing?
John Lennon.
The Beatles. All right, John Lennon.
You go first. I chose.
You want? I have to go first.
Yes.
All right.
Spontaneous.
Oh man. All right, here we go. So this is Lando, John Lennon. Who does it better? This is John Lennon of the Beatles. I've wrote all the better songs than Paul. John Lennon of the Beatles. There you go.
That's not bad. I liked it.
Of the Beatles. I'm John Lennon. I have Okos right here. Why am I sounding like this?
This is John Lennon from the Beatles. I think that we should have installed some fucking railings into the Death Star. Even I take large amounts of LSD, but I still know when safety is needed. We might be from England, but still we know how to include some fucking railings. You guys are literally going for a death sentence, and I tried multiples of drugs.
All you need is love, all you need is rails. 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 Rails.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Rails is all you need. Rails is all you
Han
need.
Solo in the Death Star with railings. God, safety is such an issue on that thing. I wish I could go back to that movie and just mark how many times it could have been fixed with a safety thing. They had safety on their blaster pistols. Why couldn't they include any railings? I'm not going to get off the railings for this episode if you're listening, people. I'm just letting you know this is important stuff. You know it's going to change the way you look at Star Wars forever.
Have a happy Death Star. Can you please add some rails?
'Cause I'm free falling. Because nobody incorporated any railings into our system. I can't believe they built that thing and there wasn't. Did it look cool? I mean, would it have been different if it was shot and it had railings on the side of it?
I don't know. All I know is
I feel like, what did he have, like an open floor plan idea where it was like, I want to have an open floor plan so there can't be any walls. So when I do, Emperor Palpatine stands like in his underwear in the middle of the thing and just goes, hello, hello, hello.
All right, Sith Talkers. So for who does it better, that was John Lennon. Let us know in the comments below who does it better. John Lennon, who did it better?
No, it's John Lennon of the Beatles.
It's John Lennon of the Beatles.
Now you gotta have the Beatles.
Like he had a stroke.
Just put rails on the Death Star. StarKiller base. Just put the rails on the bridge.
An SPCA commercial, but adding rails to the Death Star. Maybe that's why they didn't incorporate them in there, because too many stormtroopers would be doing cocaine off the side of them.
What is this turned into? Forget the what ifs. This is episode 67. Add rails to the fucking Death Star and StarKiller base. Add rails.
Sign a petition. Everybody comment. I hereby sign the petition to add railings onto the Death Star. Hashtag safety first.
Forget about rants about prequel trilogies, rants about Luke Skywalker, rants about this, rants. Our rant is we need rails for the Empire.
We don't need another movie. We need to fix the one we have.
George Lucas, please digitally put in rails.
Go back into and fix all of it by adding
Digitally
railings.
put in rails. And then they'll just have, you can digitally put Han, right, like flipping over it.
Yeah,
just
or maybe that would have stopped him from flipping over the side of the thing. So maybe somebody could have force healed him back to life, except plummeting 80,000 feet.
I should have told you about the Force heal.
Yeah, that just seems like God power right there. That doesn't seem
very
like
much so,
Force
which
healing.
we knew nothing about until,
Who would you bring back if you could force heal?
like in real life? Or
No,
like in Star Wars?
In Star Wars. Not doing this in real life. You know what?
yeah. Luke Skywalker vanished, so I wouldn't be able to like force heal him because he vanished.
I would
Yoda
force heal
vanished.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, Qui-Gon. Like, it'd have to be Qui-Gon. Absolutely. Because if Qui-Gon... Okay, what if... And this will just be our what if. What if Qui-Gon got force healed? There we go. All right?
Well, there'd have to be railings so he didn't fall backwards into a freaking pit. Imagine if the Tantra pit, whatever it's called, the giant Carcoon pit, whatever.
Sarlacc pit.
The Sarlacc pit. What happens if that had railings? Then that thing wouldn't be able to eat anybody like Jango Fett. I would bring back Jango.
You would want to bring back Jango. Okay, so what if... Well, his head got fucking chopped off, man. I don't know if the Force...
You could duct tape it.
You... Weekend at Bernie's. You ever see Weekend at Bernie's?
Just like stitch it back together robotically. This isn't my body.
Right,
it's
so
like
hold
on
on.
Yoda.
All right, so let's kind of transform this what if. So we're gonna do a what if. What if Jango Fett survives? I think that's a good what if. Right? Mace flies down there and he ducks. He ducks the lightsaber hit and he fucking rockets Mace and he Dude, if he kills Mace Windu never fights Emperor Palpatine in the third movie. So this is very, very interesting. And then Bubba still has his father with him.
Boba, not Bubba. He's not a redneck trailer trash.
I'm just saying. Right? He still has dad. There's no Mace Windu. So let me twist the what if even more. Yeah, so Jango kills Mace instead of Mace killing Jango. Yeah, think about that. I think Boba Fett would be a way more ruthless. Well, he's already a ruthless bounty hunter. Do you think he'd be softer? Do you think he'd be softer?
Yes, he would be softer.
Right? Because he would still have Papa?
He wouldn't picked up his Papa's head and been like, Dad.
And have that chip on his shoulder, right?
Imagine if lightsabers had a railing.
What?
So the blade couldn't actually touch you. So then you're just beating the crap out of people with like a police baton.
What?
Safety, just whacking them down.
Are you talking about a safety saver?
Yes, a safety saver.
Safety saver.
Doesn't burn you. I mean, seriously, does no one ever pay attention to if they're carrying around this? I would be so nervous to have that thing in my pocket that it would just accidentally go off. Somebody could force open it, and next thing you know, you're just like burning into your leg.
All right. What if Jango Fett defeated Mace Windu? Killed him in Attack of the Clones.
They'd have to replace the actor because you can't kill Samuel Jackson.
Or does Mace come back to life with a mechanical body like Darth Maul?
That would be some scary shit.
I'm back, bitches. Hey, he's like the bad guy. Yeah, right? And like he goes away, you think he's dead, but he's not dead, and he comes back for vengeance, and he just fucks everybody up, right? Because he's like a loose cannon. Could you imagine Mace Windu being a loose cannon?
If Jango Fett lived,
yeah,
a lot of the Star Wars universe would be changed. I wonder if he would end up being good.
No, I don't think so. Bounty hunters, dude, they just work for money.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Mandalorian, right? Because the Mandalorian gives you a good viewpoint on.
I feel like if you had
hunters.
enough time with Jango, you could switch him to good. He had this thing about him that just seemed like there's part of him that was a
Or
good
do you
guy.
think Bulba thinks his dad's gone soft and he kills his dad?
Well, Boba Fett is the softest of the soft. He only became hard because his dad got killed. And even then, he wasn't even that good. He got killed like the first minute into a fight.
Unfortunately.
I was like, your dad lasted multiple scenes and you lasted one quick one. I thought you were going to be like this badass that just starts exploding all these ships and stuff. And no, he just dies off in the beginning. I'm like, is that the last of him? Is that all we're going to see of him?
Okay, so what about this? Jango Fett versus Boba Fett.
Why would they fight? Jango Fett would win anyway.
Who knows? All right, so you believe like he would just still be the fucking badass and Boba would be soft. The soft.
Bob, he is soft. He's softer than baby shit.
I don't know. There you go, Sith Talkers. Who wins? Jango or Boba? I think that'd be a good father versus son. Be a good fight. I think that's a good what if, though. What if Jango survived?
I'm still on the railings thing. It's going to be the rest of this episode for me.
All right. Sorry, Sith Talkers. Tried to get some what if talk in here, but
it's like driving a car without a seatbelt. Like,
no, it's like flying a starfighter without a seatbelt.
Harness.
Exactly. All right. So, good Lord, railings. Oh man, hey, do you want me to?
Oh, that's a fine there, eh? You don't have any railings there, eh? That's a $25 ticket for every little side window here that doesn't have a railing. Well, look, that's about 50 of them right there. We're not even out of the foyer.
Oh goodness! All right, Robbie and Kenobi, I will give you because I don't think we're gonna have time to have them both on the show this week. Do you want me to get Jar Jar? Or do you want me to get 3PO?
I like 3PO because he has some pretty good jokes.
You want the joke? Oh boy, there we go. All right, let me turn them on.
Oh dear, I am 3PO human joke relations. Oh dear. Robbie, one, Kenobi, I told them to add rails to the Death Star.
Maybe if you didn't pause so much, they would actually did it.
Are you ready for my joke?
Yes.
Why does Anakin Skywalker only pay with cash?
Why?
He does not have a MasterCard.
I knew that was coming too, and I still.
Again, he doesn't. he never gets the rank of master.
It's the way you say MasterCard. That's what got me.
He never got his MasterCard. Oh shit, that's pretty funny, 3P. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. He never got his MasterCard.
Robbie won Kenobi. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I think he just fell over the bridge. Without the rails.
Should have pushed for them railings.
Oh, all right. Thank you, 3POO. That was actually a pretty funny joke. It's actually pretty funny. So I will give him that. I will give him that. So all right, Sith Talkers.
No.
Ooh, Lando, you don't do the show without me, sir. Ooh, muy, muy. Shamona! Yeah, I took my topples on a Saturday bang. Woo! Ooh. Robbie won Kenobi side. Do you know what time it is?
I
Side.
really don't. I'm guessing it's a quarter past the freckle.
It's movie Quotes for Jaja!
Oh my god, I forgot you own this segment.
Oh, Robbie won Kenobi, sir. Did you hear about me and Captain Topples?
Sounds dirty, I'm interested.
We are getting married!
Whoa.
Muy, muy.
Congratulations.
Captain Topples, sir, he's been leaving, sir, and missing a lot lately. He's be gone for a long old time. But he always come back, sir.
Nearest motel. Check the nearest motel.
Muy, muy. So, forget about Captain Topples for a second. I will stick it to him in a minute. But the movie quote from last week, sir, was when Harry met Sally, sir. Woo! Hey, Robbie won Kenobi. Misa be in our old singing group. Just like Jaja on Sunday morning. Ooh! Ah! Walk like Jaja, talk like Jaja. Ah, da, 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 ja. Woo! Ow!
Get to the damn movie quote before I push you off one of these things that are missing.
Oh, yes, sir. The Death Star needs a railing, sir. Yes. Okay. All right, Sith Talkers. Here is Misa movie quote this week. You, sir, had Misa at Tolosa.
Sounds like an Adele song.
I treat Captain Topples like Sunday morning. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I see sunshine since Captain Topples has come my way.
Next bit. I don't like this one. Jar Jar, go ahead.
Below, Sith Talkers for Misa Movie World. I guess you shall say what Misa makes me feel this way. Captain Topples, talking about Misa Topples, bump, bump, bump. I got so much Topples in my shorts. Ba 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 ba. Woo! See you, Sith Talkers! All right, Jar Jar. Good Lord, man. I don't know if he's on like crack or cocaine. I don't know what's going on with him, man, but he is off the rails.
I recommend a movie thing from Old Yeller. What they did at the ending is what you need to do to Jar Jar.
Man, he's really excited, though, about Captain Tarples. But, yeah, it's said Captain Tarples, man, he's been leaving and not coming back on several occasions. So, wonder what's going on there. But the movie quote, you had me at hello. I think that's a pretty well-known one. So, there you go. Sith Talkers, leave your guesses below for Jar Jar's movie quote. You had me at hello. Yeah, it's pretty famous line. Yeah. Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! There you go. There's your other hint. It's pretty easy, I think. All right, Sith Talkers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. I always do appreciate it. We are your alternative Star Wars podcast show. And as always, I just like to thank everybody for hanging out with us. We just like to bring you a little bit of entertainment for you each weekend and week out, and hope you guys are enjoying the show. So once again, if you like what you're hearing, what you're seeing, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down. Leave some comments below. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on Sticher, all the podcast platforms out there. Follow us on all the social media platforms, on Instagram, on the Twitter, on Facebook. Shoot us an email, sithtalkers@gmail.com. Send us some questions for Master and Apprentice, that segment where you just ask us anything. We will answer questions, discuss your topics that you want us to discuss. So do all that stuff, and we will love you. We love you. So, all right. And a quick shout out for Robbie One Kenobi while I'm doing all the plugs. Thank you so much, as always, for hanging out with me every month to do What If episodes and Rails not being on the Death Star episodes.
That's a serious
That's what
issue.
this has really turned into. Check Robbie out. He does a podcast. It is also on YouTube and all the podcast platforms. It's called Out of the Blank. He has conversations with real people, everyday people, no matter what your background, no matter what your job is, no matter what they do, and he has real conversations with people. So check him out at Out of the Blank. All social media, YouTube, everything, Out of the Blank. Check him out. It's awesome. And I will be on another future episode of Out of the Blank coming up, which I've been on past episodes. So if you're new and you're listening to all these plugs, you will find episodes with Lando and Robbie on his podcast. So
and we do not talk about railings, even though that should be a topic of debate.
Oh boy. All right, Sith Talkers, this has been episode 67, the July What If, and what if they had railings on the Death Star episode. I've been your host, as always, Mike. Ferrando. Joined, as always, by my What If special guest host, Robbie No Rails Kenobi. And may the Force be with you, Sith Talkers! Always. All right.
That was awesome. I like the railings.
Nope. You do know. Yeah, right? We were... What if? And it turned into the the No Railings episode. You know, I guess you do need some pretty sharp stormtroopers to be marching along these bridges every day, you know? Because, you know, how hard is it to see in those, like, helmets? Right? I mean, I don't mean to keep the topic going, even though we're here at the end, but, I mean, right, it's hard to, you know, imagine Vader. I mean, one false step. He can use the Force. Right.
Well, I could have been saved.
Hey, you know, speaking of that, Vader's there. He could use the Force to save him. Right? People are falling off the bridge. Would Vader save him? All right, hey, till the enders. Sith Talkers, till the enders, if you're still listening here at the end. Would Darth Vader save fellow stormtroopers if he was just so happened to be walking by?
He doesn't give a fuck. Are you kidding me? That's more of a shot for him to get like the last meatball on Sloppy Joe Day or something. Like,
they announced lunch. The guy's dangling there on one hand, like you right, Robbie, in the movies. Like you just see like one finger come off, two fingers come off. Vader, Lord Vader, please. They announced Sloppy Joes. That'd be a terrible mess for Vader. Sloppy Joes all over him.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, it's till the end. Yeah, so all the Sith Talkers, let us know. Would Vader help fallen stormtroopers that have slipped off the bridge?
Oh my god, that was the dumbest thing ever. No, he wouldn't help anybody. It's not even a question of debate. I think a guy named Darth Vader was going to save your life if you slip off of a thing and needed a railing. Are you kidding me?
Maybe only Stormtrooper Joe and Stormtrooper Marky Mark. You'd lift Marky Mark up in a heartbeat so he can continue to listen to his music. I think so. Yeah. All right, Sith Talkers. On that note, we are out.
I just had
Hey, Robbie One Kenobi, Tardaryans. We don't care about railings. We can fucking fly. So fuck your rails. Fuck your safety message. I have wings, motherfucker. Yes. 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 So Robbie One Kenobi, you are not invited to the Outback. You and your rails. Yes. Yes. Bye-bye. Bye. Fuck your rails.
Alright, I'm out of here. On this episode because Steve is not here.
Yeah, Steve is being a jackass.
I'm here with Lando Ferrando, and my name is Replacement Steve. That was the biggest swallow I have ever heard in my entire life. You should go into porn. That was disgusting. That made my stomach curdle.
Vocal power, help Lando. Vocal power, you'll be singing after every hour. Vocal power.
You can do that with everything. Like, save 50 cents on like start singing 50 cents on the cucumbers, 50 cents on the cucumbers.
He's Splinter. Fuck, you know.
Sounds like water.
He actually sounds like my day, Michelangelo.
What I wouldn't do to get you a piece of cheese.
Just saying, Splinter's like Yoda. He's like the wise old master. There you go. I like it.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway,
Notice how my Emperor Palpatine impression is the same as like my Smoker impression. Like,
What are they selling? They're selling chocolates. What? How about we buy some railings for some safety?
Oh shit.
Hello there.